Hi friends, if you're looking for a fun, meaningful way to document your December without feeling overwhelmed, this video is for you. Today we're diving into creating a personalized December journal from scratch. All you need is a simple craft blank journal and your favorite supplies. The best part? By spending just 15 minutes a day on this project, you'll carve out some much needed space for yourself amidst the holiday chaos. It's not just about making a beautiful memory book, it's about slowing down, reflecting, and capturing the small moments that make the season so special. I'm challenging myself to use the supplies that I have on hand, and I encourage you to do the same. Because I know December is busy for everybody, I am also setting a timer for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, folks, that's all it takes to do this daily, okay, in the month of December. You can see here that I'm starting off with the cover, and I've torn out some pieces from my book Paper Play, which is available, and I've linked it below. I love that you all enjoy using it. So if you happen to have it, please do take some time to review it. It helps so much, especially during this time where people are looking for gifts for others. So if you know some creative people and you want to share the love, please feel free. I appreciate it so much. I'm piecing together what I would like the background to be here on the cover. So in my head, I have kind of a color scheme. I want to keep it green, blue, maybe just a little bit of red, but I haven't quite decided. But I really like the idea of having the book cover be green and blue. And then I'm taking these outside edges, or the extra edges that I have here, instead of cutting them off, I'm folding them over onto the cover, onto the inside cover, sorry. Now, when I was taking this to glue it down, I had thought I was going to use that other side, but I love the way the denim looks. So I'm actually adding glue here. I think the fun part of this process is sticking things down, not overthinking it. And I'm going to do the same thing here, is fold this little flap over so that it's on the inside cover. I encourage you to have fun with the process and use this book as an invitation to play. Play with your supplies. Don't be stressed out. During the season, there's enough real life things to be stressed out about. This Stampers Anonymous Tim Holtz Christmas stamp stencil set is delicious. I love it so much, with this plaid design and these awesome stamps. I am kind of obsessed with the fact that you can use these masks in such a versatile way. Now, I will tell you that I did choose the wrong washi tape to tape this down. It was too sticky. More on that soon. I'm taking Easy Breezy ink and this fun tool from Altenew so that I can get some coverage onto the tool. And then it's a mini blending tool, I think it's what it's called. And I'm going to, in a circular or kind of like zigzag motion, back and forth motion, get in there with the ink, and it creates such a beautiful effect. And I wanted it to look tonal, which is the reason why I chose this ink color. So as I'm doing this here, you can really see the motion, and it's gentle. It's actually kind of soothing and therapeutic. I noticed that there was a little piece that wasn't popped out, so I just took a paper piercer so that I could get that little piece out. I do want to tell you that I am going to be doing an in-person event 12/12 at the Beverly Center. It's a card making workshop. It's part of their crafting and cocktails series, and I'm going to link it below with an exclusive discount code just for you. Now look at these results. You can flip it open and it's so beautiful. Oh, this is where I messed up because I peeled it, and clearly the washi tape is too sticky and it's taking off some of the paper, like so, right there. In a way though, I enjoy making mistakes because I always figure out ways to cover it up. If life were this easy, you could just cover up your mistakes with a sticker. That'd be so fun. And I'm taking another piece, and I think I'm going to put it here, but before I glue it down, I'm going to look through this sticker book to find something that I want to put around it. I think I'm going to use that camera. This is a piece of, well, it's actually a sticker of washi tape that I'm going to stick right there, and using the camera for up here somewhere, but remembering that I have to glue this piece down first before I stick the sticker sort of on top of it next to it. I love layering. I'm sure a lot of you do too. Layering your supplies creates texture, depth, and visual interest. It makes things feel dynamic and full of possibilities. This heck yeah sticker is going to go right here. And then I'm going to grab this wonderful stamp from our Words stamp set. And I want it to go right here onto the washi tape. Love that it almost says wonder on the washi tape and then full off of it. So that's what I'm going to attempt to do. I'm taking this black ink pad and inking it up, and I'm going to line it up so wonder is mostly on the blue washi tape sticker. Lift up, cute. Now I'm taking the Icons one stamp set. The plan is to use several of these on the cover. I think it creates cohesiveness, and I love that we can mix and match these icons to our taste. The palm tree is going to go right there. Great. And a book is going to go here. Because we aren't planning on traveling this month at all, I love that the home stamp has a heart on it and has a place to go anywhere on your spread. I'm using the Words 2 stamp set and this phrase that I love, good times keep rolling. And there's a little empty spot right there on the white that it looks like it's going to fit perfectly. I love when these things happen. It feels very serendipitous and synchronistic. I'm smiling right now because this stamp reminds me of Juniper. At age 4, she's learned how to do this, and it's the most adorable thing. Now, taking this Happy Holidays stamp from Tim Holtz, my plan is to only use holidays. So I'll show you how I do that here. It's pretty simple. I'm going to ink up just holidays, but you see that I got some ink on Happy there. So I'm taking a baby wipe and just wiping that off, letting it dry for a second before placing it down. That's the beauty of using these clear stamps, is that you can see what you're doing. Here is a sticker I'm taking from the clear sticker section of fun stickers for your everyday life. And I'm going to overlap it here on the paper and the craft cover a little bit. Thank you so much for getting this sticker book and your kind words about it. Thanks to you, we are sold out of it, but we do have a new one coming out very soon. Okay, so I'm covering up the stamp, but that's how it goes. That's part of the process, is accepting that you can change your mind. It's all a part of the beautiful creative process. Okay, this little sticker sheet I didn't plan on sharing, but I'm going to, because it's going to be a bonus for those who order the stamp bundle. And then the red sticker sheet is going to be a bonus for those who pre-order the brand new sticker book. Without planning this out at all, I think it's turning out really fun, a little whimsical, adding a couple gold stars here. This is something I cut out from one of our printables, one of our latest printables, and I want to actually separate it. So I'm trimming it off a little bit and speeding up the video so that I can fill in that little space. Here's the beauty of creating from the heart, is that you are able to go with the flow and make adjustments as you need. I really like that, but I have a little blank space here that I think I need to put December in. Here is a Uniball Signo white gel pen that I think is years old, which is why it started off and then completely did not work. So if you have any tips onto how to get that working again, please let me know in the comments, because I learned so much from you all. I am taking this little piece and I'm going to cover it up. I love that there's a bow here. I'll probably use the bow somewhere inside the December daily journal, which, you know what? This sticker needs to come up. This little bow tie needs to come up a little bit. And I'm going to add some glue so that I can tuck it right under the bow while still covering up that white D. I do a lot of covering up, usually with stickers, but sometimes with paper. It's all part of the creative process, and I've really embraced making mistakes because I make them often, but it also means that I'm creating. Taking off the little nib that comes on these Sarasa zebra pens, and then neatly writing December so I don't spell it wrong, and trying to focus on, not spelling it wrong. There we go. Now, there is this little sticker here that I'm going to add underneath and cut off this last ball so that it fits nicely. Make your supplies work for you, right? Especially when you are trying to do something cute. Do what works for you and make it your own. I'm going to draw 2 little hearts here. Sometimes changing your mind can make you annoyed, like it did me just now, because I found that I really liked in this Happy Planner sticker book the way December was written. I liked it better than my own handwriting. One of the things that I am working on is not being so hard on myself. I am always encouraging you to give yourself grace, but sometimes I get so annoyed with my own indecision or my own second guessing. But look, it worked out so perfectly. It was almost meant to be there. And I found another sticker in that same sticker book that could cover up my writing. I just need to cut it so that it covers it up nicely. I thought about tearing it, but I think I like the straighter edge. So it's going to go right there, but I'm turning it around. Like I said, make the supplies work for you and remember to give yourself grace. So I think that I need to write something, and I decided on the word lovely. Now here's the printable that I was talking about earlier. Amazing Things Ahead feels like a good way to start off the first page of the book. Usually I leave the first page blank and then come back to it, but I am trying something new this year. I think I've told you that. So, okay, here he goes right there, where I actually use the first page of the journals. Taking paper play once again, I'm taking a look at papers that I want to put behind that Amazing Things Ahead. Now, I really wanted to use those flowers somewhere, but I didn't feel like doing it on the first page. I'm sure I will use it later in the book. And when you tear out these papers, the nice thing is, I think I'm going to use this one. The nice thing is that you can use either side. Now, I know for some of you that creates another decision to have to be made, but I encourage you to go with what your heart wants and go with your intuition, your first thought, and play with it. Full disclosure, these stamps are mine with American Crafts, but they annoy me because you have to clean off the edges. As we are nearing the final touches, I hope this process has helped you slow down, connect to your creativity, to lay a foundation for this December journal. Remember, it's not about perfection. It's about creating something that feels good to you. And in just 15 minutes, how cool was that? If you want more ideas and eye candy for documenting your month, I found an old video that flips through various journals throughout the years that might help inspire you. The timing lately has been so crazy. So here it is. This is the sample. While I was editing the video, I got it in my hands and I had to share it with you really quick. This is the sticker book. It's called Heart, Healing, and Happiness, Uplifting and Inspiring Stickers for Every Step of Your Journey. The links are down below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more creative ideas. I'd love to see your December journal, so feel free to share your progress in the comments. Thanks as always for watching. Wishing you amazing things ahead. I cannot believe the samples came in when I was editing the video. So good.